welcome to Yoga Saunas. My name is Jamie, and I have with me today my yoga helper, Leo. In today's video, we're going to be going over Ardha Pincha Mayurasana, which is also known as Dolphin Pose, but its literal translation from Sanskrit is Peacock Pose with the feathers out. So when practicing yoga saunas, it's important to know the benefits and contraindications of each pose. The benefits of this pose are that it's going to help strengthen your shoulders, your arms, your legs, and along with stretching the shoulders, the spine, the hamstrings, the calves, and opening up the chest. The contraindications of this pose would be any injuries you might have in the spine, the legs, or the elbows, or the arms. Right? So we're going to practice this pose along with a couple variations. The difference between Peacock Pose and Dolphin Pose is that Dolphin Pose is practiced with your hands together, whereas Peacock Pose is more commonly practiced and your arms are evenly spaced out and your hands are flat on the mat. To begin, we're going to start in Balasana or Child's Pose. Right, coming to the mat in Child's Pose, and we're going to lift up into a tabletop position. Be sure that your wrists are in line with your shoulders, your knees are in line with your hips. We want to have our fingers nicely splayed out. We're going to bring the forearms down, tuck the toes, lift the knees, and bring the hips up and back. Right? For more challenge, you can bring the feet closer to the arms, or if you need a little bit more space, you can bring them back. And if you need as well, you can bend the knees slightly too. Right? So here we are, we're in Peacock Pose. To transition to Dolphin Pose, we'll bring the hands together on the mat. This pose can help with our concentration and attention, along with alleviating stress and calming the mind. To come out of the pose, we want our forearms in front, bring the knees down, and return to Balasana, Child's Pose. All right, did you like that? So for variations, it can be helpful to have a small blanket that you have at the top of your mat to bring some of the pressure off of the forearms. And you can also practice alternating lifting one leg up and then the other to create a bit more stretch in the hamstrings and the calves. All right? So let's start from the top. Come into Balasana. Lift up, tabletop position. Make sure your alignment is where you want it. Fingers splayed out. And then we'll bring the forearms down. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, and bring the hips up and back. All right, we lift one leg and hold. Lower the leg. Lift the other leg and hold. Lower the leg. All right. Lower the knees. Lower the hips back down. Return to Child's Pose. And thus concludes our practice. I hope that you find that this yoga pose is helpful in your own practice, in your own yoga traditions, and may you enjoy everything that your yoga adventure brings you. Namaste.